Grab some coffee. Let's talk. It's been a couple of weeks ago, I made a comment about the unexpected will happen. And it does. You can't plan for everything. So I've really committed to creating this stress less Christmas. So holidays, meaning Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year for us. Yes, Roscoe's eager to go for his walk. I told him I said the word again. Oh, so we'll see. Okay, I know I'm going to be quick. He's going to keep me really quick on this video, but I wanted to share this with you while it's fresh in my mind. This stress less holiday. It's not going to be stress free, but it's going to be less stress. Less stress is possible. And one of the reasons is because the unexpected is happening all around us. And I want to have space in my life to make room for the unexpected, right? And I don't know, maybe because I had that thought, I don't know. It's just, life is so strange, isn't it? So I was at Planet Fitness yesterday, and I had a really good workout. I had a really good work. I worked harder than I thought I did. Like, I was so sore last night, and this morning I am so stiff. But my friend Melinda was there, and I was setting up the machine for an exercise and for myself. And I thought I put it on 55 weights. I think it was a tricep extension. I set the machine up on 55, and then my friend Melinda and I pushed. I'm like, oh, this is so hard. And I just wow, I've really lost strength. And I'm just pushing myself through it. I mean, I wasn't hurting myself. I was definitely pushing myself, and I was able to get I think I finally maxed out and I couldn't complete my 3 sets of 15 reps. That happened. But I'm like, well, just gonna be okay with this. So I went to log it in my Fitbod app, and Melinda came over because she kind of goes to one machine, I go to another. We work out 1 time a week together. So we switched machines. So she came over to swap, and she looked and she said, wow, Vic. She said, 85 pounds. Wow, you really worked. And I said, no, it's 55. And she said, no, it's 85. And I looked down and I went, oh my. So I'm like, that's 30 pounds more than what I thought I was doing. And I don't recommend that at all. I would not recommend it. But what it taught me is I'm stronger than I think I am. I am stronger than I think I am. And you are too. You are stronger than you think you are. And that's the benefit. When I was working out with a trainer, she pushed me harder than I would have pushed myself. And now I realize that I probably could push myself a little harder in the gym and get some better results. And I haven't been. Now, I'm not saying I will. I'm not saying I should. I'm not telling you should. I'm just sharing my experience. So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you believe that? Are you stronger than you think you are? You are. You're stronger than you think you are. I know that. And I know that I am too. So, all right. The other thing that happened is, so her and I left before noon, and I came home and went about the rest of my day, and I missed the evening news. John worked late. I got dinner ready, and I was just tired. I'd had a really good day. I got a lot done. I was tired, and I did not turn on the news. I don't always turn on the news, but I do like to catch the local news if I can, just to see what the weather's going to be, and just see what's going on in our neck of the woods. And then I shut it off, and John and I go about our evening. And so I didn't do that last night because John worked late. And I was doing Smule. I'm working on some Christmas songs for karaoke, and I'm planning to have a Christmas playlist in my description for Vlogmas. And you guys can go listen to that. If you want to sing with me, join and just have some Christmas cheer. Music is one of my favorite parts. I love Christmas music. I'm already singing Christmas music, and it's not Thanksgiving. Yes, I'm one of those annoying people, but it makes me happy. And if it makes you happy and it brings some joy to your life, go do it. Really, as long as you're not hurting anybody else. And me singing Christmas music might be annoying other people, but it's not hurting other people. So So that's what I was doing last night. Didn't watch the news. So this morning, and I wasn't planning to go to Planet Fitness today, but this morning, my sister called and she said, "Did you hear what happened?" Well, my Planet Fitness is at our mall, and right next to Planet Fitness is the food court. Pretty much on the other side of the wall. It's like there's Planet Fitness. No, there's Planet Fitness. There's a trampoline place too. And I can't remember if the trampoline place is between Planet Fitness and the food court or if it's the other way around, but it's close. So the door that I go in is like right here, and then there's a door here that I think that goes into the trampoline place, and then there's the food court, and then the mall goes all the way around. We don't have a huge mall. It's just a one-level mall, but that's how it is. So my Planet Fitness is here, and then just real close is the food court. And yesterday, apparently, someone drove right into the front door and into the food court. And there was questions about what their motives were and things like that. So it was really close to home. It was really close to home. And I called Planet Fitness this morning to check on them. And they're like, yeah, everybody's safe. They had to evacuate our mall, closed down for the day, but they're reopened today. That made me happy. I'm like, that everybody's safe. No one got hurt. And still there's some questions about why this happened and what was going on with that person. I won't go into that because my point is, this is the world we live in. And it is so heartbreaking. And my heart is just broken for just everybody who's going through stuff like this. We were fortunate because no one got hurt. No one got hurt. But that's not always the case, you know. And these are the unexpected things that are happening in our world. And I think one of the reasons, I haven't said this much, but this is really, really important to me. I always have a sign here that says, pray, unceasingly pray. I took it down because I took down a lot of things off my wall. But that doesn't mean I don't mean that even more. And whatever your form of prayer is, I am not going to tell you how you should pray. Everybody, you know, you tap into your heart and you pray and talk to your creator, okay? That higher part, that higher power that's here to help us and for the good. Whatever that is, that's all I'm going to say about that. But I am making more time in my life to pray like I mean it. I don't want the distractions of so much. There are so many opportunities that I have in my life right now to be there and to be of service. And that's where I'm feeling my heart's tugging me right now. So I wanted to talk about that today. Just pray like you mean it. Pray like you mean it. And whatever that means, and make room and make space in your life. There are a lot of people praying, but don't take it for granted, you know. So my heart goes out to, and my prayers go out for all the people involved with any of this stuff going on in the world today. Because I also, it came to my attention that somebody else in one of the groups I'm in had near their home had something even much worse than I did, you know. And that has really been on my heart. Like, this is the kind of stuff we're dealing with as we're, you know, creating videos and watching videos and staying connected to the community and, you know, trying to create our holidays, you know, and decorate our homes and create this safe place for our families to gather and be together and create memories. The other thing is I am in a prayer group. I call them a prayer group. They're my spiritual mentor group. And we come together weekly, and I often bring to that group some of the things that as I'm praying or I'm journaling, I do a lot of journaling, I will bring some of the things that the patterns I'm seeing, the inspirations that I'm receiving, I take to that group and I mention it. And we all kind of keep each other inspired and on track. So I thought I'm going to bring this to you today and include you in this sort of group today. was reminded in my own, my own quiet time, that it's okay to be playful and lighthearted, that's healing. That's a healing balm to our soul right now, because we live in a world where it's hard to come by right now. Sometimes there's just so many things that will bring you down, so much sadness going on. Playfulness and lightheartedness is something we need to create, those moments to enjoy that. Whether it's playing games with your kids or playing music. I go to karaoke, I sing. It helps me. I take my Roscoe to the park, which we're getting ready to do that. I'm constantly getting these little inspirations throughout my week. And I note them in my journal. And that was one of the things I noted, was as a reminder to be lighthearted and playful in those moments that offer up the opportunity to embrace that and to appreciate that. And it's okay to do that in the midst of all the sadness and the craziness and the doing all the things we're supposed to do. Like, if we're gonna decorate the trees, let's have fun with it. And I want to bring more of that spirit into my life. I'm being reminded to be more playful, which is like, okay, that's difficult in this world where it's like, turn on the TV and you have 100 reasons why that doesn't make any sense. So in the moments that I can, I'm bringing the sense of playfulness and lightheartedness into my life, because it is healing and because it brings me joy, and because joy fills me up, it fills my soul up, and it enables me to go out in the world and to make a difference. Even if that difference is just to bring a smile to somebody's face for a short time, or just to inspire someone and lift them up in a moment of total stress moment, even if it's just in the checkout line at Walmart. Like, seriously, this is what I'm talking about. We make a difference in the world, even in the Walmart checkout. So yesterday on my walk with Roscoe, after getting the message to be playful, I was reminded that in my own quiet prayer time, I always pray, I sit down, I reflect, and then I listen. And playfulness was a word I wrote in my journal. And then on a call later with a mentor friend, a spiritual mentor friend, she mentioned that playful. She said, for some reason I feel like we need to bring more playfulness into our life. And I wrote that down. That's number 2. And then yesterday I was walking in the park with Roscoe, and I saw my first ever white albino squirrel 2 houses down from me. I did not even know white albino squirrels existed until a short time ago, when I found a video, or somebody sent me a video of a white albino squirrel. I did not even know that was a thing. It didn't exist in my world until about a week ago, a few days ago. And then yesterday, I actually saw one. I texted a good friend of mine that lives in my neighborhood, and I told her, and I said, have you noticed a white albino squirrel? She said, no, I have never seen one, ever. And I thought, wow, what, did I really see that? I did see it. I wasn't able to I did not get a picture of it. And I hope to get out there today. I'm going to be going back out that same direction, and I hope to capture a picture of that white albino squirrel. Because I know I saw it, and I know it was a squirrel. It wasn't that far from me. And I don't even want to say this, but I'm going to say this because this is my reality. This is the world I live in, okay? Just being honest. I'm walking down the street. The squirrel is not even 30 feet in front of me, 20 feet in front of me. It's not that far. It jumps off of a fence line, of the fence of one of my neighbors, jumps down because she's on the corner, jumps down, goes across the sidewalk, runs across the street, and then back up on the fence of the people across the street, and then runs down that way. I wanted to get a picture, but right at that moment, there was a homeless man. I don't know if he was homeless. I'm assuming he was a displaced, I don't know. He had a big backpack on his back, and he was walking towards me. And he waved at me, and I waved at him. And he was walking towards me right at the same moment that this white albino squirrel was running across the street. And I did not want to get my camera out and make that man feel like I was taking a picture of him. Like, I just could not do that. So I was a bit distracted by that. I saw, and I looked twice. I'm like, what is that? Oh my, that's a squirrel. It's a white squirrel. had black, it looked like black markings to me. Might have been dark brown or gray. It wasn't, I don't think it was brown. But anyway, I've never seen anything like that. It was mainly white. It was definitely a squirrel. I mean, it had that curve, that tail that went up, that little head. I mean, it ran like a squirrel, but my mind I could hardly believe what I was seeing. So I'm going to be on the hunt for that white albino squirrel. So I came home and I shared that story with my friends, my group. And one of them sent me a thing on the internet. She had looked up white albino squirrels and the meaning, playfulness. Playfulness. Remember to be lighthearted and playful. And I thought, thank you. Thank you to you. Thank you for this reminder. So this is the spirit of which I am facing the holidays, even in the midst of heartache and heartbreak and difficult times, because none of that defines who we are. It's how we show up in the midst of all of that. So, all right, guys. Well, that's my story. A little unexpected, I know. Vicki Marie going shopping, Vicki Marie cleaning and doing the simple cleaning routine, and then what? What is she talking about, a white albino squirrel? But honestly, this is the heart of my channel and of my life, and I have to bring these stories to you because they are so important to me. And I hope that they inspire you. So let me know what you think about white albino squirrels and if you've seen them. And I hear they're very common in Illinois, but I've never seen one in my whole life. And I'm out here in Colorado, and I've never seen one in Colorado. I've been to other places around the country. I've never seen them. I grew up in the South. I never saw a white albino squirrel until yesterday. And some people may say, oh, you're reading too much into this. I will gladly read too much into this because this is how it works, at least in my world. And whatever you're going through, just remember, bring that spirit of play, lightheartedness, find a way to do that, even if it's just joining me for some karaoke sometime. Again, I won't have a link. So if you're interested in joining me for a little lighthearted, fun, playful singing, I'm over on Smule. I will link in my description. Through the holidays, I'm going to include my link for my Christmas playlist of the songs that I have collabed with other people to sing, and maybe a few that I'm going to be singing by myself. And if you're inclined, join me on Smule. You have to have a Smule account, but if you are, send me an invite and I'll join your collab. And you can join mine. That's one of the ways that I bring a little playfulness and lightheartedness into my life. Let me know in the comments, what do you do for that? Everybody's different. Not everybody likes to sing, I get it. Some people really do bake and craft, and there's so many ways to do this. Let me know, how are you bringing playfulness and lightheartedness into your life? I think some people are over on TikTok doing stuff, bringing that into their life. I don't do TikTok. Don't do a lot of social media. I just don't. So creating videos and just having fun. There's so many ways to do this. So let me know, how are you doing it? And I hope that you are. I hope that you're able to find a little heart space to bring that playfulness in. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here and for watching. I hope that you were doing well today. Don't stress over the holidays. Well, you will. I know you will. I know you're going to stress. But just remember, when all is said and done, there are going to be stories to tell, and it's going to be a great experience because you're going to have time with your loved ones. And if you're alone, just reach out and find a way to connect with other people. Find a way. If you're not able to get together with your loved ones, do what my friend Nona Grace is doing. She's going to do Christmas in July this year. I love that idea. Find a way to celebrate with your loved ones when you can. So, all right. I want to thank you for being here. Stay well, take good care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. I know you're all about the good vibes.